Taking up our cross and following Christ is a daily, constant commitment. And it takes that commitment. We continue reading on in Luke chapter 9, going on to the end of the chapter, and you read in verse 62. It says, what there? No man putting his hand to the plow and looks back is fit for the kingdom of heaven. I've got to have full-on commitment. Legend has it, and again, I haven't necessarily verified this fact, but legend has it that when the Spanish conquistadors and Hernan Cortez and the Spanish conquistadors came down to what is modern-day Mexico, and they were planning to conquer the Aztecs, that they showed up on their ships from Spain, and they got off, and Cortez, the leader of this outfit, right, he looked at his men, and he told them, hey, burn all of our ships. Legend has that happened. Again, I haven't verified this fact. And of course, the men are a little confused by, this is our ride home. This is how we got here. It's a long swim to Spain. I don't think we're going to be able to make that journey back. He tells them to burn the ships. They set the ships on fire. There is no retreat. It is 100% commitment to what we're doing. Either we're going to conquer these people here or we'll die here. These are our two options. But we are fully and 100% committed. And as Christians, can we say the same thing in our daily walk with Christ? Have we burned the ships to the previous? We read that in Luke 9:62. No man who puts his hand to the plow and looks back is fit for the kingdom of heaven. I got to burn those ships. They've got to be gone. I have no way of retreat, or you know what, I don't know if this is really working out, so I think I'll go back in a different time period, different part of my life previously, where things were better. We've got to come to a certain realization, and I mentioned this past Wednesday night. I was talking with our college group in our Bible class hour. And I mentioned, I don't know when exactly it was for me. I'll be honest. Some of you may have had a similar situation happen to you in your life. I want to assume it was probably around the time that I was in college. Again, I couldn't tell you the exact moment. There wasn't an aha moment. There wasn't a road to Damascus type of situation. But I came to a realization at some point in time, and again, I think it was right around my college years, that nothing else mattered but God's Word. I came to that realization, and again, I don't know exactly when the time happened, but I came to that realization that this was all that mattered. And again, that's not to toot my own horn or say anything special about me. I'm sure many of you have had that same thought at some point in time, whether it was a time period in your life in which it just clicked and you thought, man, I've got to make a change. Or whether or not you just continue to grow in the Word and came to more maturity over time, and you come to a decision and a conclusion, hopefully. And if you haven't had that moment, I hope you do. That nothing else matters but this. Nothing else that the world has to offer. No amount of success, worldly success, no amount of money, no amount of fame, no amount of wealth matters in comparison to this. And if you can come to that realization, it's so much easier to make the daily commitment. It's so much easier to burn the ships of my old life because none of it matters anymore. None of it matters anymore. This is it. And I've thought that numerous times since then. There'll be times in life. And one, I'll tell you, last November we were sitting again with our college group. We were at our retreat there at Naoti, and we're sitting there and we're in the lodge and the lights are off and we're singing. So you're just sitting there kind of in a dark room. You can't see anyone. You can't make out anything. You just hear voices singing praise unto God. And I had that thought then. Nothing else matters but this. This is it. This is all that matters in life. Us sitting here, worshiping, praising, honoring God. If you can make that, it's easy to burn the ships. It's easy to fully commit. This is it. I don't care. I'm tempted to do this. I'm out. That's not to say temptation's not there. That's not to say it won't still nag us. But we see this. If we were to go around, walk around town, take a poll, hey, would you like to go to heaven? Let's go take a poll of people. Let's ask them that question. We're here in North Alabama. I'm going to say the majority of them would say, yeah, yes. Yes, I would. I would like to go to heaven. I'm going to say 99% maybe. It may be a clean 100 would say, yes, they would like to go to heaven. But are we doing what it takes to get there? Do our actions meet our expectations? I've got expectations. I'd like to go to heaven. Do our actions meet that? That's a daily thing. Everyone says they want to go to heaven. Everyone says, oh, I love God. But do our actions meet our expectations?